Greetings, YouTube. Happy Friday. I have been asked with great venom by some of you, Prof, why in the store of Hotel Modoc did they only add the awesome 5-star signature stones and 5-star shards for Cavalier players? Why not Uncollected? And my answer has been pretty simple. Because they want you uncollected players to spend cash on what you normally would get for quote-unquote free. When I say free, of course, it takes your time and your resources to achieve with the gold coin system. So, today is another example of that very fact, because instead of getting the Crystal Shard bundles in the form of the side quest store, they're looking for you to purchase them. So, we are going to, as always, talk about the economy of the game. And we do have a lesser bundle, which we'll break down because this normally means there's multiple tiers. And then we have a 6-star shard bundle, which continues to completely, just milk the whales. You're telling me that less than a month, right? July 4th is less than a month away. Today's June 5th. Less than a month from July 4th. They are raising the retail price of 6 stars and 6-star signature stones specifically, because keep in mind, even in 2020, the retail price of generic signature stones for 6 stars has been 20 for an Odin. They're basically saying if you want to act like you just duped your 6-star champion, it's going to cost you $100 American. So now they're still reminding us that they expect the price of a 6-star on a non-holiday to be $200. Why? Because it's 2,500 6-star shards, and they're basically saying if you were to buy this 4 times, right, you would get to form a 6-star, assuming you had no shards before. Now, why are these so tempting? Because there are people out there who are less than 2,500 6-star shards away from forming their next 6-star crystal. But I gotta warn you, YouTube, I am trying to catch up on crystal opening commentaries this weekend. I'm going to have a boatload on my channel to try to make sure I continue to serve the community and reward hoarding, which, of course, also is the reward of keeping Kabam Mike up at night since he thinks hoarding is such an unhealthy behavior. But I gotta tell you, there are so many bad champs in the 6-star crystal. We've always said that, but now, we talk about the excitement of having Dr. Doom in the basic crystal, even though I still haven't seen him in the real for most of these submissions, and I certainly haven't seen him for my submissions on my own account. But there's just so much trash. So many 6-star Man-Things out there now. So many 6-star Punisher 2099s, Kingpins, King Groots, etc. I mean, it's crazy to me. So I'm going to give this 6-star shard bundle a F. Because for $50 at this point in the game, I think this bundle is worth about $25. I think it should be $100 to form a 6-star, since most of them are not going to take up to rank 2 ever anyway. And you're not going to get any kind of sympathy from me about, well, Prof, you got to factor in the signature stones because they're crystals, they're not generics. But now let's focus on the lesser 5-star shard bundle, which is what I consider to be a C- retail price for the price of a 5-star on an average day in Marvel Contest of Champions in 2020, which is about $50 for a 5-star crystal. So this is pretty much that. Now the gold is pathetic. The gold should be a minimum of 200,000. It's ironic that the gold on the left is 100,000 short, and the gold on the right technically is 100,000 more, which just keep in mind in your head when you look at these deals, every $10 you spend should equal a minimum of 100,000 gold. That's just what we expect to pay now, given how many offers we've seen in the store. So, it's also signature stone crystals, but certainly not the signature stones of the generic kind, and that is unfortunate. All right, now, normally after a lesser 5-star shard bundle, you have a second tier, and that is, of course, not any different in this way. It is $50 for 10,000 5-star shards, which of course is retail price, and 15 5-star signature stone crystals. Now, sometimes Kabam will give a third offer equivalent of the Black Panther's treasure to try to get the summoner to spend the full Odin worth of asking price between the 3 tiers. Do we have that here? We certainly don't, because they've replaced it with the 6-star shard bundle, ironically. So they expect those of you who are Cavalier. Isn't it weird that it's like, hey, congratulations, you progressed. You have more skills and more resources and maybe spent more money than those are Cavalier, or those are Uncollected, can get. And so you have the rare chance to give us more of your money and to be mugged more in terms of shady offers. It's ironic to me. And yes, to be fair, there are plenty of great bonuses to becoming Cavalier. I've covered that on my channel multiple times, especially the new objective crystals, the monthly calendar with the free tier 2 alpha per month, and even the daily crystals I quite love. But offers like today, I'm almost like, hey, those of you Uncollected, you're actually kind of lucky you're not having to see this very, very underwhelming, overpriced offer in your unit store. So I'm going to give the 5-star shard bundles D+, C-. The second offer should give you more incentive than it does. It gives you a few more signature stone crystals, I guess, but why not have generics? Kabam, why are you being so stingy on the signature stones? And I know the answer to that question as I ask it. It's because they're looking to pump them out on July 4th, and they want the demand for them to remain at an all-time high so that players are tempted to buy them. That was the genius, the marketing genius behind making 5-star Awakening gems so easy to get in last month's side quest, because I can't tell you how many people have reached out to me, Prof, how do I get signature stones? I've got all these great champions at Sig 1 because I used an Awakening gem and I have no 6 stones. And I tell them that's the method to Kabam's madness. They are upping the demand for those so that they can sell more with their supply being frozen until July 4th. That is my theory, at least, and I'm sticking to it given how they view the quote-unquote economy of the game going forward. Underwhelming offers, and I end the video the same way I started it. Unfortunately, these underwhelming offers are the reason why those of you Uncollected players better be wearing protection, because, again, you're being screwed. You aren't getting the signature stones or the shards in your Hotel Modoc because they want you to spend cash either today or on July 4th.